So here I am with a flip through video, and as you see here I have Linda Ravenscroft's Fairy and Fantasy painting and coloring book. I've been wanting to get some of her art for a long time to color, and I finally got it. And if you've seen my book haul video, you already know which ones I got. And if you haven't seen the book haul video, go check it out. So as you see, it is spiral bound, as all of her books are. It is on 300 GSM paper. It says for a professional artist finish. And let's see, this one was put out in 2015. And she's been doing art for a lot longer than that. She has an art book. I know there were calendars, and you can usually find her art on a lot of different material. Tote bags, t-shirts, calendars, things like that. I purchased my books from her website. They were a pleasure to do business with. Everything came packed wonderfully and quickly. It does ship from the UK. Shipping was a wee bit pricey, but not too bad, especially considering how big the order was, because pretty much everything I ordered, I doubled down on, because me and my bestie Amber, pretty much we ordered all the same books. And so yeah, it was pretty good. So I'm just going to go ahead and start getting into it. I'm going to try to go fast, but not too fast. And I will be adding a pin on pages as we go. You see here we have our first girl, Floor Abundance. Some of them have their little names going on here. Let me just make sure we're seeing it. And if you hear this, it is thick. She's just chilling amongst the flowers with some pretty butterflies. Here we have the dragon tree. It's got some itty bitty work going on. I like how we have this little bit of a, makes me think a Celtic wrapped style frame going on. We have a landscape. Cute little house. This is so cute. We got little mushroom houses, and this one is for their pet ladybug apparently, and it's tied off to a little stake, and it says Spot. That's the first time I've even noticed that detail. There's lots of little cute things and all of her little images, and it says Fairy Homes is the name of that one. Here we have this beautiful lady, a fragile beauty. Little petals floating down. She's definitely got something on her mind, looking off. Droplet falling from that rose. Little dewdrops on the others. I'm going to really, I'm big about painting out my backgrounds with black acrylic paint. I love that, to be honest. And I'm not going to say I'm not going to do that in any of these books, but I'm going to make effort to utilize my watercolors and Neo 2s more and do more play with that in these backgrounds. I'm going to go with another landscape here. Fairyland. Bunches of little mushroom houses for the fairies. And we have a sleeping woman and a unicorn. Got the owl peeping in the tree. The paper is just amazing. I have a few books with paper that I love, and this is definitely up there. Another beautiful fairy, Free Flight. Beautiful butterflies. And I haven't personally done it in these books yet, but I have seen and heard with these books and a few other books that have this darker grayscale going on in places, that you can erase on that and lift it up and make it lighter if you so choose or prefer to. Again, I have not personally done that yet, but there are some people out there with videos doing so. And so yeah, that's a thing. The Calling of Merlin. We have, I guess this is Merlin on the inside here with his crystal staff. A couple ravens, raven skulls, shells. I love shells. And I'll tell you what, there are some really pretty shells around, and I haven't got to collect shells from all over. I wish I could collect a crystal from all the different countries and places of the world, and I feel that way about shells also. I would love to have seashells from coast to coast in the US and all of the other countries in the world. I think that would be amazing. Of course, I'm never going to get to travel to all those places, so I guess that's not going to happen, but I would love to have shells from all over. They're just beautiful. This is a popular girl. I've seen her done. It is the Nothing to Do fairy. Love her. Super cute. Said I was going to go fast, and I'm chatting and gandering at my pictures here. Waiting for Neptune. So it's mermaid fairies, seahorses, underwater scene apparently. Super cute. Another landscape. Ooh, this is one. I mean, I have looked at these pictures. A Mad Tea Party. So obviously this is from Alice in Wonderland, and there is a lot going on, but I love it. I really love it. It has a bit of a classic kind of feel. So yeah, he's really enjoying himself, feet flung up in the air and all. I believe in pixies. So this right here is one that this could possibly be one of my first ones. I haven't picked my first one yet, but I have it narrowed down to about 10. So, you know. But I enjoy that picture a lot. This is a cute one, Tea for Two. And I'm in the US, if y'all couldn't tell. And people that I have interacted with and other YouTubers that I watch, hearing them speak and stuff, I hear the phrase having a cuppa. And for some reason, from the time I first looked at this picture, that's what I hear in my head, is my different overseas folks saying that to one another, or just saying that on their videos and things. And so I hear them chatting with each other in y'all's voices saying that. Gia, I think is what it's called. And this definitely insinuates to me that she's possibly has a bun in the oven. Beautiful dragonfly, tassels hanging, lots of feathers. Just gorgeous. Another landscape. Treehouse. And this little feller is on the back of the books a lot, I've noticed. It's a little simple compared to some of the other pages, but that's fine. See, yeah, here he is. So I think that's like her little mascot or spokesperson. And you see here we have the publishing date and her name. The address of her press, who it's published by, the Mystic Garden Gallery. And so that's Fairy Fantasy book. Then we're going to go to the Fairy Fantasy book 2. A little bit lighter color on the cover. Beautiful unicorn. I love all the stars going on. Again, it's going to be the same. It's got the spiral bound 300 GSM paper. Awesome. Right away, it's called Starlight, the Bringer of Peace. And so we start right off with the cover page. And you know, I could tell you a little bit about the artist. We see a picture of Linda here. And Linda is a self-taught British artist who has been painting since she was very young. Linda became a professional artist in 1994 after the birth of her son, Dorian. Since then, she has featured many fantasy and fairy art books such as The Art of the Fairy, The World of the Fairy, and The Watercolor Fairies. She has also illustrated and written several tutorial fairy art books, including the best-selling How to Draw and Paint Fairies, How to Draw and Paint Fairyland, and the Mystic Fairy Tarot Deck, and most recently her book, The Mystic Garden, Fairy and Fantasy Art of Linda Ravenscroft, was released and is available exclusively as a limited edition at her website. Keeping up with TV appearances promoting her card crafting CDs on the shopping channel in UK. She owns her own gallery, the Mystic Garden, based in Glastonbury, which she opened with the help of her husband John, who renovated the Grade 2 listed Georgian building and turned it into their home with a gallery and studio space. Linda now dedicates all her time to painting and making wonderful creative art. The gallery is full of handmade and one-of-a-kind creations made by Linda and some of her very talented friends and fellow visionary artists. Linda's work is collected worldwide, in the US and Europe in particular. Her designs can be seen as figurines, calendars, clothing, cards, ceramics, and giftware all over the world. She says, "My inspiration comes from many sources. I rely mostly on my dreams and inner feelings, as I have done since I was a young child, together with my love of nature and fascination for myths and ancient legends. My mind is constantly visualizing new creations. In my view, fairy represents the natural world we live in, and whether you believe or not, they do have a place in our modern day society. In fact, their light is needed more now than it ever was before. It's time to look at this world and our feelings toward our fellow man and realize what harm we are doing. Most of my images are inspirational and uplifting, offering hope or a thought for the future of this beautiful world we live in. I truly believe that we all have a little bit of fairy light within our hearts, helping us to make the right decisions in our everyday lives. We just have to look for it and let it shine brightly in the darkness. Shine brightly and live your dreams, Linda." So there's a little bit about the artist, in case you did not know. And getting back into the work itself, the winter leaf fairy. So this is possibly some iciness dribbling from her. We have another landscape. This is another one that is a potential first for me. Painting with fairies. I like this. They're super cute. We got the little easel going on. Draco, and it's just a dragon, and so this one definitely has a sketchier feel, but I don't mind. I like that. Queen of Leaves, she's very pretty. They're all pretty. She has a very sure of herself look upon her face. I keep checking these pages. They're so thick. I think I'm like got a couple stuck together. I'm not able to read her name. I like how close up it is. And I'm wondering, it's like, is this a mask that she's about to put on her face and then tie it around her head, or like what? Got some extra tassels hanging. Another landscape. Inside a fairy's home. Again, here's another cute shell. We got little buttons for decorations. Super cute. This one was just recently done by another YouTuber. She did a lovely job. Serenity, a couple mermaids. I love how a little different, instead of having scales, they have all these flowers on their tails. The Peary Fool. Giving or getting? What is it going on there? Little Fawn, which this is another one I was enjoying. I had some thoughts and ideas for what's going on with this fairy. Again, a little more of a sketchier look. We have the Oak King. It's backgrounds like this that I think could potentially look really cool with some watercolors. I'm really trying to learn my watercolors. I'm an extreme newbie with the watercolor medium, but I do want to learn. The Morning Rose Fairy. I'm gonna say she's been hanging out watching the sunrise. The Up to No Good Fairy. Super cute. She almost looks like she has her eyes crossed. She looks like she's fun, and probably need to hang out with her. This is another one that could be one of my first. These are the goblins. I'm digging these guys. And this was in 2016. So here we got a different little then we go Fairy and Fantasy Book 3. Making sure I'm staying in things here. This is again the cover. Daydreams. I like the patchwork on her. And of course the mushrooms. Didn't realize until I started coloring in this deeply into adult coloring books that I'm a big mushroom fan. Didn't realize that. I discovered I like a lot of things that I wouldn't have guessed about myself when I got deeper into the adult coloring world. And I discovered the things that I really dislike coloring. I love her. Fairy in my pocket. So she, if you could tell, that's a little pocket going on there. I love daisies. Daisies are my favorite flower. Second to that would be calla lilies. But I love daisies. I love the traditional daisy, and I love Gerber daisies because they're like way bigger. Rumpelstiltskin. Take you back to a little fairy tale. I like the cobwebs. Mushroom houses. So you know I'm going to say I like this one. But they're cute. I think those are buildings. Those count as buildings now, don't they? Rio, which makes sense. It makes me think of the, and I don't remember the name of it, but there is some special event in Rio de Janeiro where they get decked and they got feathers and stuff going on everywhere. It's pretty bright and colorful and looks really fun. Again with the shells. Peacock feather. The birds. Awesome. Here's Ivy. December Glow. She's like, I don't want to be bothered. She's not in the mood. Nope. Today's not the day, people. Landscape. We got a little critter. I'm not sure what that critter is, but that's a bee. And we got a butterfly and some berries. She has the on a mission look. The fragility of life. So she's on my list. She's cradling the nest with a single egg in there. And those fingers just go on as branches. I like her. Again, a sketchier look. Spirit Walker. Very nice. I think of these ideas of how I want to color and what I envision on the page, but actually executing that desire is a different story. We have the fairy seasons, and this one I'm kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I might have to go black in the center and maybe do a sky. Why can't I think of the word? Galaxy. There we go. That's the word. A galaxy scene in the middle here. Because just to leave it like that and color in the words or something, that's just like too much for, or too little for me. It's too naked in the middle. The maiden. A couple little bunnies. I'm thinking that's gonna have to glow. Maiden Spirit and Jack in the Green. Good face, good cheeks on him. Just hanging out. Another one of those. Love how the shell's hanging here. We got all these paint brushes in the thimble. Another little easel. Artwork, fairy artwork going on. Fairy Art Studio. Super cute. But again, it's got, like some of the others, it's got some nakedness. So I'd probably do something with that. And this was from 2017. Here we have an extra little notation. Dad, 90 years young. That's sweet. Then book 4 of Fairy and Fantasy Art. You see a theme going here. So here we have the Gray Lady, which is obviously our cover page, and more beautiful daisies. Go landscape. This was another one that I want to do. We've got the Yellow Brick Road, it says, and this is kind of in a bubble, and it's got pencils and paintbrushes that have little doors and windows, so apparently they're little houses. I love this owl in the tree and the trees themselves, and we got all these eyes. We got a little goblin dude and a spider and the mushrooms. So yeah, lots going on in that page. Super fun. I keep worrying that I'm not in frame for y'all. The Apple Fairy. I saw a video of somebody doing this page. It was from a while back though. But she looks chill. Draco 2. Very cool. Graces. So we have 3 lovely fairies here, all hanging out. This is one. This I have. Oh, house elf. I don't like this picture. I don't like it. No. It bothers me. Y'all, if you, some of y'all might know, but I like pigs. I grew up with pigs, like farm pigs, and I don't like that. Yep. There's only 2 pictures that I really, that like, made me feel icky, and I don't like, and this is one of them. So we're just gonna move on. The Hedgeling. She's high on my list. Still thinking about the last page. Oh, that bothers me. She's high on the list of potential first. I don't know. Are you keeping count? I'm not. I said maybe like 10 potentials, but Mother, 3 Ages of Woman. 2 rabbits down yonder. Lots going on. Holding her baby with the daisies. All the scroll work around her. Lords and ladies. She just combing her hair. Really pretty dragonfly. Pretty sure these look like, I'm not a botanist or a flower expert, but these sure do look like peace lilies. So I think she's sitting in peace lilies. Wistful. I told my friend, she looks so familiar to me. She looks like somebody I've met or seen before, and she she said something. She said, I can't even repeat it, but it was funny. But yeah, she's been around. We'll just leave it there. Mistress Summer and Lord Bacchus. I'm not sure. Cannot pronounce it. All of the ones that have these little face dudes, just it makes me think of the Green Man. So I'm like, yep, she's just chilling on the Green Man. This is Hope. She's another one of my favorites. Really liking her. Lady of Spring, Green Woman. She's got to hold her little cloak closed here. Perfect Sphere. Got a pretty moon in the background. She's got her ear pierced. And it's from 2017. Alex 21 finally got the key to the door. Maybe somebody bought a home, maybe? Certainly what I think of. Book 5. Are y'all with me here? Here we go with a couple. Eye to Eye, Love at First Sight from the original ink and watercolor painting by Linda. I think that's cute. I really like this one. I might save this one as a Valentine's next year picture. But I love that. Eye to Eye, Love at First Sight. Lady Autumn and the Green Man. Again, just leaning and hanging out. Cherry Blossom. She looks kind of sweet. Holding her little cherry. That didn't sound right. Another landscape. Love this one. Shh, don't wake the dragon. Dragon napping. That dragon looks so sweet. I don't know what that critter is, but it's cute too. And I know that the whole pen thing is like, it's very annoying, but in order to try to protect the artist's work a little bit, that's the whole point of it, in case you were wondering why I was doing that. People do like to screenshot from videos and then print, and yeah, just not cool. Depends on the book, depends on if I do or not. This is just one of those ones that I'm going to make the effort. The Daughter of Avalon. Again, we have a lot going on. I like all the stars going on in here. Oak Heart. My friend really liked this one. I mean, I do too, but she was just made her think of fall right away and stuff, and that's her favorite season. I'm a summer baby, probably because I'm born in the summer. This month, actually, June. Yes, I'm a June baby. My birthday is coming up, end of the month. But we'll just celebrate the month. We'll celebrate the whole month long. My hubby's birthday is this coming Sunday. And then the rest of the month is mine. That's why I've always told him since we've been together. So yeah. Now I like her. Of Earth and Oak. The fairy spoke, though her lips they did not move. She's got the spikes coming out of her shoulders. She's got her crystal staff with some bones and a little skull hanging. And I don't know, I just get this almost warrior fairy vibe coming off of her. But you know, she's been through it. She has a very sad look in her eyes. Another super cute landscape mode. Fairy godmothers. So we just have a different type of fairy godmother. This one is really familiar to me and I can't think of what it's from. It's going to be from some kind of children's show, movie that I've seen, and I cannot place this particular hat and such for it. If somebody knows what I'm talking about, or if that strikes familiar with you, let me know down in the comment section, because from the moment I first saw this picture, it's kind of been bothering me. I cannot place it. I'd like to know. Another landscape, Oceania. A lot going on here. Got some crab legs, starfish, clownfish, coral, all kinds of stuff. Fire starter, bad fairies. She's like, but it wasn't me. She's got her lots of tattoos. The resting place. This is a cool one. Me and my friend looked at this one for a while. There's so many different faces going on, even in the little mushrooms. We won't talk about all of the little mushrooms. I'm like, are these... So if she's a fairy, then why are these so much smaller? But then I guess maybe they could be pixies and she's a fairy. But yeah. Anybody ever kiss a frog when they were a little girl to see if it changed into a prince? Queen of Hearts. I guess that could be taken as another Alice reference. With the clock. It looks like an eye. It reminds me of an eye. Be like a snake eye or something. I don't know. True colors. Don't be afraid to show your true self. Yes, now that song's playing in my mind. Anybody who's around in the 80s probably knows what song. True colors. If y'all just want to look it up and see, you can see what's going on in my mind. Sentinel, gatekeeper. Now this one, I don't know. I'm kind of confused. It's like we get a little hairy back here. We got some gears. It looks like there's metal work going on with some itty bitty wings, but the head's really big. It's a unicorn. Is that a Pegasus? I'm not sure. I was just a little confused. From 2018. The back of that said it was for Julie and her grandson. I love how she has a personal note in the back of every book. Avalons Gold. She is just like, here I am. Bad hair day. I don't think her hair looks bad. Got some snails in it though. That snail slime, probably a little icky. Another landscape. Bogwood. So we have, again, some faces, a little goblin or troll dude, not sure. I guess they're goblins. One picture she did refer to them as goblins. Daisy chains, super cute. These guys look happy. Little face poking out there. She's pretty interesting. Lots of daisies. Some more fairy houses up yonder. Entwined. She has a rose vine wrapped around her legs. Homecoming. It says ballpoint pen on paper. Well, it says ball pen, but like I know. So she did this all with a pen. I will assume the other ones were pen also, which that's amazing. I struggle to make a heart with a pen, so you know. This one is the girl from the cover. It's just a scratch. Apparently she got caught up by the thorns. Lots of thorn issues in these books. These girls should know their way around the thorns better by now. Waiting for a miracle. How precious. Love that. So this is an obvious, she's definitely got a bun in the oven. But I love that. Those would be good for Mother's Day. The pedestal. This has got a lot of itty bitty stuff going on in there. We got a gal on each side on their pedestals. Jewels. Love the peacock feathers. Another one of my things. Tree fawn. Love her. Another pen. A pen sketch, pen art, whatever. Love it. Verdure. If maybe I'm not saying that right. The healing fairy. She looks very serious. I don't have time. Don't mess around. Let me fix you and move on. I got things to do. The windy day. It's like a baby fairy. It's a dandelions. We just call them the wishes. It's a wish weed. Winter spirit. Definitely a bit frosty. The field poppy fairy. This looks like a guinea pig to me. I totally think that's a guinea pig. Looks like a sweet little girl hanging out with her guinea pig. So this was from 2020, book 6. All right, book 7. We're getting there, y'all, I promise. Tangler, which this is cool. She's got the sand in her hand, the pocket watch, the gears. I'm not very good at coloring metal yet, but I do enjoy the mechanicals and the gears and the clocks and watches and all that type of jazz. Chalk Hill Blue. think she's super pretty. She makes me think of like a 60s or 70s type girl with the headband on, laying in a field waiting on the music to start at Woodstock or something. I'm telling you, paper throws me off. Dragon feathers. So another pen drawing. Jack Frost. And this was the other one that kind of gave me the ickies because of the toes. I am not a foot person. But yeah, I just don't want to. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to have to put some socks on him. I don't like it. Dragonfly Dreams. She's really pretty. We got the dragonflies. Big guy here. And a lot of times in other pictures, or at least from books I have, you have dragonflies, but they're pretty small. You don't get a lot of detail in them. And so like this, it's like, ooh, I'm going to actually get to put some real detail in a dragonfly. I'm kind of looking forward to that. And intimidated by it at the same time. Rapunzel's Repose. So, yeah, we've got the lots and lots of hair going on. And I love how this Chase Lounge is, I guess it's a dragon guy that the chase is made from, or as I should say, not from. The Jabberwocky. This is another really cute one. We got this. Is it a tree? Is it a critter? Because it looks like it has a beak and an eye. I'm not sure. This is a funky bird, apparently. We got... There's just a lot going on. Again, done with a pen. I mean, I couldn't imagine being able to pick up an ink pen and just do that. Birdie Book Buddy, the librarian. And I love him. He's like really super high on my list of potential first. I don't know. I might save him. Footloose and Fancy Free. Just chilling on a little branch. Let the breeze blow through her toes. Or maybe she's airing out something else. I don't know. It just, you know, just depends on how you look at it, I guess. Love this one. Selkie. Wearing some cool gloves like those. Shells and other in her hair. Cool sword. The Queen of Summer. I don't know. What kind of flowers are those? I know those and I can't think of what they are. I know them. I recognize them. Annie Oak, barmaid at the Oak Tree Inn. And of course the first thing I thought of was Annie Oakley instead of just Annie Oak. So I thought that's a super cute play on words. Barmaid at the Oak Tree Inn. Like it. Enchantress. She's very pretty. A lot of feather work to be done in her art. Certainly, I'm going to learn me some feathers. Sylph. She's very pretty. This makes me think angel vibe, not fairy. It's like an old school Hollywood satiny dress. $20.21. Then we have, so that was book 1 through 7 of that particular series that she did. What she may add to that series, I don't know. But this one is Fairy Flowers of the Zodiac Paintings and Coloring Book. Same as all the rest with the spiral and the 300 GSM paper. And this is going to go through your Zodiac. So we have Aquarius. Can you guess what song is playing in my head now? My daughter's Aquarius. Pisces. My dad was Pisces. Aries. Little beam of light going on there. Taurus. It's a bull, so she's got her horns. Cancer. I am Cancer. Gemini. That's my hubby. We got the same scroll work on the top and bottom. It looks like on every page it's the same. Yeah. And then we have the Virgo. The Leo. Libra. The Scorpio. That's my son. Capricorn. Sagittarius. She's got her bow and arrows. Apparently her grandson is a Libra. But this one was actually put out in 2018, so a couple before these other books. And last but not least, the most recent book, Knotty Fairies 1. And so that implies it's the first of a series. And so I'm hoping that a Knotty Fairies 2 is coming soon. Hopefully. The Bad Apple Fairy. She has the, frankly, my dear, I don't give a look on her face. La Fée Verte. Abstinence. Like the little bottle stopper going on over there. Digitalis. The Foxglove Fairy. Foxglove. That's those flowers, huh? Look at me. Wow. I remembered. I don't know where I learned that at, but Forbidden Love. Forbidden Love with lots of funny little mushrooms. He's got the, what is that? What that's, I can't. Is that considered, what do they call that? Mutton chops? Oh, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Somebody's gonna know what I'm talking about though. Is that considered that? That's I can't. The Goblin Tree. the goblin tree, grumpy old tree. She doesn't look that bad, but he does not look that happy to have her sitting on him. I mean, he's looking up at her like, why are you sitting on my head, lady? I don't think he likes it. The icicle fairy. I like her. I mean, the nails are a bit much. We could do a little trim, but yeah, I'm digging her. The I'm bored fairy. Even fairies get fed up. Nothing to do would be fine thing indeed. She looks familiar too. I've seen this picture done a few different times around the interwebs over the years. Or I should say over the years, but over the year, whatever. Another landscape. Night watch. Keep looking out in the darkness, sister to the moths. We got our frog. We got our moth. Moth. Should have put a bunch more of them. I like moths. It's kind of odd, and I've mentioned this before in past videos, but I'm not a huge fan of coloring butterflies, and so I kind of frown when I see fairies with butterfly wings. It's like, I don't want them to have butterfly wings. I just want them to have wings and be done with it. But I love coloring moths, and I love moths. I don't know. I would take a moth over a butterfly, but I like bugs, and I've learned there's so many different species of moths and sizes, and they're actually quite beautiful. They have a variety of colors and patterns, just as grand as butterflies. So yes, nothing to do with the book flip, but you know, hey, why not? I chat. The spirit of the raven. Did she kill that bird to wear it? Or, you know, is this a fake raven? I'm a little concerned now. The rose thorn fairy. See, again, these girls, look at her. She is all marked up from these thorns, and I mean, apparently they're hanging out or living amongst these things, and you would think tore her wings up and everything. You'd think they'd figured these thorns out by now, but they be getting tore up. Love them pigtails. One of my favorite hairdos so far. Sisters of the Moon. Love this picture. Definitely one of my favorites. I think of myself, I think of my mom, I think of Stevie Nicks, I think of, oh, so many people. The wolf shadows in the back. Yes. Storm brewing. That is some wild hair. The sweet tooth fairy. So she done took some people's teeth, y'all. So is this blood or is this melted chocolate? I'm not sure. I needs to know. I think it's blood. I mean, like, look at this. She has this tooth. It's ripped out by the root. And it's got little, it looks like blood on there and on her. So yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know. Yeah. The critic. Like her. Nothing you ever do is right. Well, just shame on her. See, I automatically, well, you know, while you're pointing that finger at somebody else, how many fingers you got pointing back at yourself? So you just better get over it. And that's the end of that. And this one came out in 2021. So yes, Knotty Fairies 1, Fairy Flowers and Zodiacs, and books 1 through 7. And that is the Linda Ravenscroft's coloring book collection from her art. Wow. I am so happy to have these. This was such a wonderful thing to get. I've been aware of her and wanting for a long time, and so this little combined order that me and my friend did was, you know, it was just a shove that I needed to in order to get the books. And I'm looking forward to seeing more come out in the Knotty Fairy collection. And again, if you're interested in getting any of her work, you just go directly to her website and purchase. And it was, I want to say, I forget what day exactly that I ordered, but this was just like, it just took like maybe a week to get here. So that's how fast shipping was. So if you hung out all this time, thank you all for watching so much. Hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I wasn't, you know, I've seen flip throughs to different books, but not all of them. And I thought, well, I'm just gonna, you know, I just got them all, so why not? Let's just do it. Until next time, later, y'all.